Well, look, let's jump into AI straight away. I think at Revelo, one of the questions I get most of all is, won't we be out of business soon because no one will need software engineers because they'll use AI to do everything? Jim, I know you've got some pretty strong opinions. I'd love to hear, what do you think is the future of software engineering? Or what do you think how AI is going to impact software engineering?
Well, so AI, from my perspective, isn't going to affect software engineering profoundly because I'm not out there looking for the person who makes the absolute best code. I'm looking for the person who knows how to identify the right problem and solve it. And I'll also say, right now I very much agree with the statement of we're working with the dumbest models we'll ever work with. I won't go on my soapbox rant of every time I try to go do something with AI, I find that, you know what, I probably could have saved some time to dive in and peel the code. I think they'll get better, but I think it's a struggle right now. But I know Sunny has a different point of view on this.
We were just talking about this at dinner yesterday, so we have a little bit of foundation here. I'm generally more bullish on not AI replacing software engineers, but just automating a lot of the tedious work away. There's a lot of extremely, uninteresting or draining work that engineers have to do today that they rather not do. And I think AI is going to automate a lot of that. So, at Descript, for example, my product engineering team hates writing and putting together dashboards. They hate doing observability work. They hate doing alerting for every single feature they build. But I love that stuff. I want them to have alerting and monitoring and observability across all their features. And so the platform team went from, making it really easy to create dashboards to now just, fine-tuning our own LLM to be able to for them to write English words to create automatic dashboards in Grafana, for example. And that's an example of something that's a win-win, right? Engineers don't want to do that work. The platform teams can make that really easy, and that's actually just the tool they decided to use to make that easier. The other thing that I would say is most recently I've just been trying to challenge my own norms and go to a lot of hackathons. And what I'm finding is when you see people who are just getting started in software engineering, the people who are new grads, new founders, they're starting with LLMs and they're building their workflows around LLMs versus a lot of people who have already formed their workflows, like senior engineers, typically very experienced engineers. They're trying to use these tools, finding them not to be good enough, and then giving up on them too soon. So I think there might be a generational difference here, and how much appetite do you want to, or how much time you want to invest in learning these tools that actually is a key part of being successful with it or not. But I'm curious if...
Well, I was going to say, I'll add on, I think you've got exactly the right take, frankly, which is they're tools, and there are people who are just starting out, that they're starting to learn these as new tools versus those of us who are a little older and trying to figure out, okay, how does this tool fit in, and spending the time to get there. So find the people who solve the problems and then the people who know how to use the tools. And I think you were just about to say, what do other people think?
So I kind of agree with that. I don't think software development per se is going to change, but so AI would help with automation, it would help with security vulnerabilities and whatnot. But to your points, I don't think it's going to change the day-to-day. We still need people who are good at problem solving, who are good at architectural, efficiencies and all of those kind of things. So yeah, I kind of agree with that.
I like the analogy that LLMs are like overconfident interns, right? So they don't know the limits of their knowledge and will tell you things that are false, but it's good capacity and they'll do whatever you ask. I do think that there is a lot of skill required in solving the right problem. So I don't think that's going away anytime soon. So I think senior engineers are always going to have to understand the code, and complex systems will always be complex.